Echo 5, do you copy? Echo 5.
Echo 2, good morning. Nice of you to drop by.
Feeling alright, sir? Thought we lost you.
Right now, I feel like I can take on this whole podcast myself.
I know what you mean. Ready to send that transmission to Echo Base?
Yes, sir. R10, patch through.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Hoth Transmissions. This is Echo 2 with...
Echo 5.
Alright, so today we're going to tackle the latest episode in The Mandalorian. It's called The Prisoner. But before we jump into that, we got a little bit of news and we're going to discuss a little bit about it. On April 2nd, they announced, or they actually just released all the vintage Star Wars hits on Disney+. So it's going to be like the Ewoks, the droids, the 2003 Clone Wars, and there's a couple other ones in there, but
That's my
it's actually
favorite.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, I have a confession. So I'm looking at the Ewoks, right?
Okay.
And I'm looking at the cover of one of those movies, and I see a blurg, and I had no idea that those were around back with the Ewok spinoffs. I thought that those were invented with Dave Filoni in the Clone Wars.
True. I think I did a post on the hotspot about it, and somebody pointed
Okay.
that out. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I didn't realize that. I totally thought it was a Dave Filoni thing, but that's it's been around before, which is actually super cool that he used them and that they've been used all the way through Mandalorian. It's just fun to I think we should all watch the spin-offs and all these extra things, because you know there's a lot of things that connect all the movies and the shows, and they'll just kind of work together.
I know they're like super cringe, but they're worth a watch.
Yeah, I've never seen. I've seen the old one of the old Ewok movies, the first one, but it's been so long. The Clone Wars I've watched, and the animated droids and Ewoks I've never watched them.
Oh, those ones I used to have on VHS. Yeah,
Okay.
dating myself here, but VHS, and they're actually really cool. They're entertaining to watch, especially 3PO and R2. Just seeing them on their crazy adventures is just not with the rest of the main characters. It's just kind of intriguing to see.
Them.
Yeah, just following them around. It's interesting.
We got a few episodes like that in Clone Wars, where it's just
we did, yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I would probably say that these spin-off droid films were a lot more intriguing than those Clone Wars episodes.
Yeah, the one where they have to go find the thing for the birthday cake or whatever for Padme, and like the dark streets of Coruscant.
Yeah, exactly.
That was totally a filler episode.
Yeah, they made 3PO seem a little bit more incapable than he actually is.
Yeah.
I mean, not much more, but I mean, you know.
But it does have Anthony Daniels.
Yeah, Anthony Daniels jumps in everything. Like, yeah. It's not a surprise. Like, anytime 3PO is around, Anthony Daniels is like, yep, I'll do it. Yeah, what a swell guy. He even did that Sesame Street episode, and he came on as 3PO.
Well, whenever there's 3PO, it's always Anthony Daniels. I don't think there is anything without Anthony Daniels connected to C-3PO when he makes a cameo and anything related, Star Wars related that brings in 3PO.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. And I'm always happy to hear Anthony Daniels jumping on everything.
Me too.
And a little bit more bit of news. I know everybody was excited for the Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. That was supposed to be hitting, I want to say May, but they just recently announced that they're not going to be able to make that date because they really want to make this game as epic as the hype is portraying it to be. I'm just hoping it's not like Cyberpunk, where they just kept delaying it and then they finally released it and it's like, yeah, whatever. But I'm still pretty excited to see it come out, and I'm really hoping that they are taking this extra time to really crank out a lot of the kinks and making it the game that everyone's excited for it to be. I know you're not big onto the games, but
no, I'm listening. I'm enjoying the news. I'm not a gamer. I'm all about the collecting and obviously the movies and TV shows and anything else related to Star Wars. But the one thing I'm not a gamer. It's been
But
spent too
I'll
much time.
cover that for all you fans out there.
Yeah.
All right, and then I don't know if any of you guys caught that there was a new trailer for the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
It's a full-on trailer. It's actually pretty cool. It looks really exciting. Got a lot of
The
questions.
animation looks so polished.
It
It looks
does.
so clean. It's cool. It's similar to the season 7 Clone Wars, how it looked. It just looked really clean, and it looks like that, but maybe even a little bit better. It was just cool to see Tarkin, and there was some cool cameos in there, and
Captain
it's
Rex.
yeah, yeah. That was, oh man. There's so I'm so curious where they're going to go with this story. I want to see the rise of the Empire and how they react. It looks like they might fight for the Empire for a while and then defect. I'm not sure where they're going,
I think
but
so too, because it looks that way, especially with Tarkin narrating. He's like, they're unorthodox.
yeah,
They don't follow orders. They do their own thing.
exactly.
And so I'm wondering if my theory of their chip not really working on
I
them.
was thinking that too. I don't think they're going to comply with Order 66 at all. It would be
Yeah,
cool to see. It'll be cool to kind of go back and see it. Like maybe that'll be the intro episode, the pilot. Maybe it'll take us back to Order 66 and what happened with them.
and
And
maybe that's why Rex is around. Maybe he helps them take it out.
oh, there you go. Yeah, we'll find out soon. In about a month from today, right?
Yeah, a month from today, and it looks like they get a new character with them. Couldn't really tell if that was
Oh,
a.
is it? They're talking about a possible female clone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it kind of reminded me of one of the clone troopers, but female.
Hmm,
So I was a little confused if that was actually Boba Fett or Jango Fett's clone or whatnot.
sure,
But it'll be interesting to see.
it will.
Um, so that's all the news that we got coming up, and I'm actually really excited for what's coming up the next few months, because we
Yeah,
will definitely be covering the Bad Batch. Because I think the first episodes I heard was going to be 70
seven.
minutes long,
Yeah.
so that's going to be the first 2 episodes of the series.
Hmm. Yeah, that'll be exciting. And then we'll just jump on to, once we finish that, we'll jump right into the book of Boba Fett, right? And then
Yeah, the Book of Boba Fett, and then Obi-Wan and Cassian after that.
yeah, there's just gonna be show after show. It's gonna be fun. We got so much to look forward to.
Definitely. All right, and now into the meat of the episode. So, like we said, this episode was titled "The Prisoner." Um, Definitely an interesting episode. I kind of liked what they did with it. Uh,
This was one of the Rick Famuyiwa. Am I saying that right? Famuyiwa.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he is
Sorry
one of.
for butchering his name, but
Yeah. I'm sorry about Rick Famuyiwa. Whatever. He directed this one, along with he also did chapter 2, The Child,
oh, that's true.
and
That one was good.
yeah, and then season 2 he did chapter 15, The Believer. So ironically, he did both of the Mayfield episodes. I don't know if you noticed that. I thought that was pretty cool. He must be
I actually
a big
didn't,
fan.
because I actually noticed in both of the Mayfield episodes, both of them was him infatuated with Mando
Mhm.
taking that helmet off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He was making that. I like when he made that. He made the Gungan reference. So you said don't want to take your helmet off.
Come on, take
Like,
the helmet off so we can see your eyes.
yeah, he's like, what are you under there, a Gungan? I thought that was awesome.
Dude, I liked a lot of
Pretty cool reference.
the jokes that they made, making fun of
Yeah,
a lot of the Star Wars discrepancies with stormtroopers and just basically just making fun of itself in general.
yeah. No, that was awesome.
So Mando jumps in on an old job with one of his old pirate buddies or bounty hunter buddies or whatever.
Yeah, his name is Rand. So I
Is
forget
Rand.
the actor. He's from well, he's actually in Batman Begins. He's that guy he's that cop, that crooked cop that he's like that crooked detective that still the guy's
Yep.
hot rod.
The moment you said Batman, I was like, I know exactly who you're talking about. He stuck out like
Yeah,
a sore thumb.
yeah. And then he's also in Sons of Anarchy and a lot of other
Okay, never
stuff.
saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah. he's good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good at playing like a sleazy character, kind of like a don't trust this guy type character.
Oh yeah. Like right when you meet him in the episode, you already know that he's not to be trusted.
Yeah, I mean, like he's like, oh yeah, the only reason I took you on this job is because of your ship. He's
Yeah.
like, because it
Better
can
let him
get
know I'm
past
using
the
you.
yeah, basically. He's like, otherwise I don't need you.
Yeah.
Just like old times.
Just like old times.
So, what'd you think of all the entire team that they had there? Because he
That
had
was
what
interesting.
the four characters. There was Shion, Zero, Mayfield, and I forget the devil-looking guy's name.
Berg.
Berg.
He's a
Yeah.
he's a Deveronian from Deveron. He's from Deveron. He's the same species as that character in the Cantina in A New Hope.
Yeah.
Cardu Sai Malak. He's a Deveron, sort of like Captain Mercenary from his planet. He's actually nicknamed the Butcher. He's that
Okay.
guy that kind of looks real creepy that you see in the background of Cantina. He's got a whole story in the Bounty Hunters uh, series, but from non canon now. I'm guessing, but anyways, it was just cool to see another guy from Devron, and I didn't realize that these guys they're freaking like indestructible, like super strength, and the fire didn't work on them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fireproof.
this
Uh,
guy's impressive.
Gets the door shut on him and just lifts it up.
Yeah, I love that scene when the door kind of falls on him, and he's got that smile, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Whoop!" and the other one like
Oh,
slams right in front of him.
he's like, uh, yep, not, yep, not gonna be able
Yeah,
to
no,
survive that one.
yeah, that was good. Yeah, Shion, she was that girl from Harry Potter. Um,
Oh, what
Natalia
was it?
Natalia Tano is the actress. She
Yeah,
plays
she played.
Fedora Tinks.
Yeah, that's right, Tinks.
Tinks, yeah,
The
she's that
Fedora Tinks.
with the purple hair. She was
Yeah,
actually really cool in there.
she
But
really was.
yeah, so yeah, she was cool. And then of course, then we got Zero. He's
Zero was so annoying.
Q90 is his actual name, but he's is it? I believe he's the same droid that we get in. I think he's the same droid as Forlom, the same type of
I was
protocol
gonna
droid.
say, yeah,
Yeah, from one of the bounty hunters that Vader hires on to hunt down the Falcon. I
yeah,
believe.
true.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a kind of an interesting George. Oh, forgive his programming.
Yeah. He's a good pilot though, man.
Good pilot, but no countdown. I thought that was actually pretty funny. It's just
Oh
like
yeah.
as soon as I get into the ship, he just kind of just
Just
like, oh, we're here. All right,
you were
brace
here,
yourself.
boom.
All right, let's get on the job.
Yeah,
And
he's just quick, boom, boom, boom.
I remember that's the first time that people actually got annoyed because the child got dropped and rolled across the floor of the ship.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was and then what do you think about Mayfield when he picks up Baby Yoda, and he's kind of like, "Oh, I think I could be a father," and he's kind of like holding it, and
Yeah,
like,
Shion's like, Mando, I didn't think of you as the type. I
yeah.
actually thought it was intriguing because like this whole like season, he's being hunted down because of the child.
Yeah.
And so you got these guys, and it's like, oh, they accidentally show the child, and now the whole crew sees this little creature.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like wondering, okay, maybe they've heard about him. Maybe they're gonna try and strike the bounty. But it's kind of cool that they're also showing that it's like not everybody's involved in
Yeah.
this conspiracy of the child, and
With
so it's kind of a breather.
Hunters Guild.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then when Zero saw that, he saw that hologram kind of flickering on and off about the delivering the asset and all that's information about the
Piqued his
original.
interest.
Yeah, he's like, huh, curious. And then I like how he just sees he hears Baby Yoda, he looks over and he's like, curious. Interesting. So how did you
Then he takes his blaster and hunts him down.
oh, I know, what a jerk. Like,
Yeah,
this
seriously.
is a freaking baby. But like all those guys, they're just kind of like, oh, it's a baby, like,
But
let's
it's
give her
also a droid, so it has like no like
emotional
instinct to
yeah, sure.
to protect it,
No
infants or
empathy.
anything like that. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, creature. Well,
Yeah.
we're supposed to kill Mando, so well, time to kill its little pet.
um, what did you think about this episode? Like in general, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was actually pretty cool. I remember when I first saw it, like it was intriguing because it's like a
Hmm.
little um, prison break
Sure.
type thing, and so it's kind of cool. Okay, so there we get to kind of see how the rebellion is kind of like handling enforcing its laws, arresting people and just transporting them from place to place.
Yeah, that was cool. It was cool to see like an expanded New Republic state, kind of what's going on. Again, we had that huge gap between Force Awakens or between Return of Jedi and Force Awakens, and we don't get to see a lot of what's going on with the New Republic and the remnant of the Empire during this time. So it's just cool to see more of it and where they're at
Yeah,
right now. It's just it's fun.
yeah. And I just thought it was kind of really cool just to kind of see that the New Republic is kind of like taking its authoritative stance. Like even on the droids that were walking around the ship, it's just kind of really cool to
Oh
kind of see
yeah,
like the New Republic uh, insignia just placed on them.
yeah. No, that was really cool. Those guys can fight too. Like when
Oh yeah,
they're fighting Mando. Like he has he's like punching one, and it grabs him, and then it just like it automatically just like goes for like a back slap. It's just like I don't know. They're really quick. Um, I don't know. They're pretty intimidating, honestly.
yeah, yeah. If I came across them, I'd be kind of a little intimidated.
There is something I thought was kind of funny when I was watching this episode again. They're coming down the corridor, and all the guys are kind of pinned, and they're like, we don't have enough cover. We're basically screwed. And they keep advancing, and then of course, Mando shows up behind, starts taking them all out, and then they're all impressed. Well,
Yeah,
like a few scenes later, all of a sudden these guys can take them out no problem. That's one thing I thought was kind of funny. I saw like Mayfield was just kind of boom, boom, boom. He takes out three by himself.
well,
Um,
I think they were kind of like a little bit more impressed with like his fighting style up close. Like
mhm.
if they came that close to him, I don't think they'd be able to handle it, except for the Devronian.
Yeah, I was gonna say Berg. I think he's pretty capable.
But I
And then
also did notice like when Amanda took all those guys out, Mayfield was kind of like snickering at him, like that's not impressive, even though he was.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
then Berg does it later, and Mayfield does that little like, all right, very cool,
yeah.
good
Okay,
job.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Makes you wonder. I mean, these guys obviously they're on this mission, and the plan is to screw over Din Djarin, and it makes you wonder, knowing how Mayfield is now in season 2. It makes you wonder if he has some sort of second thoughts about what they want to do with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see why they'd have hesitation with it, but I think that's why there's really like good character development with
Hmm.
Mayfield from
Sure.
season 1 to season 2.
Yeah.
Because he's just kind of there because he's just there for the money,
I'm
and
not a
you can kind of
stormtrooper, wise ass.
yeah, exactly. He's an ex sharpshooter for the Empire. That's not saying much.
Yeah, that was funny. He gets all pissed off.
But I mean, it kind of just shows that whole aspect. Because like, if you follow Mayfield through that whole episode, it's like, yeah, he's kind of a jerk pretty much
Yeah.
the entire time. But at the same time, you can kind of see that he's got some type of moral compass. Like he was questioning like Quinn. Like Quinn's like, all right, get me off the ship. He's like, what about your sister? He's like,
Yeah.
what about her? And he's like, all right, nice family.
Yeah. Nice family. Yeah. That
And
was a good little bit.
so you can kind of see that there's like some type of moral dilemma there that he's there for the money, but at the same time, he questions things. It's just like very subtle things that they kind of accentuate in season 2 with his character, and really pulls out his history and why he is the way he is.
Hmm.
And I actually really like Mayfield as a character.
Yeah.
Season 1 not so much, but season 2 really like um, came out like a fine wine,
Yeah.
aged very
Which
well.
which again, it's Rick Famuyiwa. He did the same episode with Mayfield, so it's really cool that he was able to develop that character himself. He'd have some type of ownership on the character.
Yeah, it's just like saying Ahsoka's coming back, so let's give it to somebody other than Dave Filoni.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect example.
And
Exactly.
so it's just really cool that they give these directors and producers a chance to really like look at their characters and kind of like, okay, well, I created this character, so let me kind of direct which way this character is going to go and kind of really fine tune them.
Sure.
And
I love the cinematography. I like the Batman shots where
oh my
Mando's
gosh,
looking
dude!
around, and it kind
First
of the
time I
light
saw that, I thought it
flashes
was freaking cool.
and the light flashes. You see Mando back there, and then it gets dark. It flashes again. He's a little bit closer. It gets dark, and then it flashes. Then he's gone, and then he's right behind Mayfield, and he's like, "No!" And then he just that was good. That was fun.
Yeah, they really do very well with a lot of the shots, and it kind of like saves Mando. Like I was saying in the beginning of like this season, like Mando gets his uh butt handed to him like constantly. Like he
Yeah.
gets taken down, and so it's like, all right, is his fighting skills really that impressive? And so
Mm-hmm.
then you come to this episode, and it kind of shows like what he's truly capable of, and I really enjoyed it.
Berg did kind of kick his trash in this one though.
Yeah, but it
Brony.
also but
He was witty
he
though.
didn't.
He got him with the dart.
Yeah, like he had the upper hand, but Mando knows how to use his resources well.
Exactly.
And you kind of see that at the end of the episode when he kind of sticks the little trekking fob on Quinn.
He's smart. He's very
Oh
smart.
yeah, oh yeah,
He always has a plan. I mean,
yeah.
each
Because like,
episode, even when he was on the last episode, um, with the bounty hunter trainee,
oh
he
yeah,
he does the whole flash trick and when on Tatooine.
yeah, true.
So he's always coming up with something when he gets stuck in a pickle.
You kill me, you don't get the credits.
Yeah.
All right, well, I do need the credits, so let me think I'm letting you keep you. Let me think. Let me let you think you're gonna survive this.
Yeah.
They get what they deserve.
Yeah.
I've actually found it really interesting. So they're like walking through the cells, and you kind of see uh, some like Imperials in there. So I thought that was really cool. They're still
Yeah.
like wearing the uniforms, like they're freshly caught, or they're just holding
Yeah.
in there.
They kind of
Uh, we,
showed. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
uh, no, continue on that thought, and then I'll jump on the next one.
I was just saying I like how they're walking by the prisoner cells and you see the Ardenian
Oh
species.
yeah, that's where I was going to.
Yeah, Rio Durant, the one
One
that
of John Favreau's characters,
yeah from Solo. There you go. It's
Rio
fun again to
Durant.
see. Yeah, it's fun to see some of these just other species from the movies. Even Disney ones or Lucas ones. It's just cool to tie it all together. It's fun.
Oh, absolutely. Um, and it's
Did you
just really.
notice?
Oh,
Did you notice when they first arrived on the Razor Crest, they open the hatch. The way it opens, I just noticed this last time I watched it. The way it kind of opens with that the style, that kind of spiral opening, it has that same opening sort of hatch style that the Falcon has on Empire
oh
when you see
yeah,
it when they rescue Luke and Lando's coming up to get him. And I just realized I thought it was kind of cool little touch.
yeah. Oh, I don't know if any of you guys caught it as well. Matt Lanter made a cameo. He was the Republic soldier running the prison transport.
Do you know what's trippy? It's trippy when I watch this time and you hear him talk and you can hear Anakin and it's really weird.
Yeah, Anakin
It's crazy.
survives.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy just because I see that character whenever I hear that voice now. But it was cool.
Yeah,
Which it's cool that this episode. I remember the first time I saw it, I thought this was such a filler episode because he's leaving Tatooine. He's all fixed up. He's got money. He's ready to go. And you're thinking he's going to solve his issue with the kid and with the guild or whatever. And then he just picks up another job on the side. That's kind of how it felt the first time I watched this before I saw season 2. And then
yeah,
now that you see season 2, you see that there actually is a little bit of a connection with the Republic. How Mando just made some good relations because of what he did to kind of help out the kid and to capture these. Well, even though the character died, Matt Lanter's
yeah.
character died, but he was still able to imprison the other bounty hunters, and
Which I thought he killed when the first time I saw it, and then
totally
at the
did
end,
too. Totally thought
then
he well, especially Berg
yeah,
with the doors.
yeah, I
I
totally
totally
got
thought
he
he
got
was.
squished like a bug.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting.
And
What was it?
the only one that really technically died was Zero.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mando took him out. um, oh, I like that shot too. I forgot to mention when he's actually fighting those. When Mando is fighting those Republic soldiers when he comes up behind and when
Oh,
they're
the
having a
droids, yeah.
shootout. Yeah, the Republic droids, um, the prisoner droids. I like that shot after he fights them. You get that last shot where he shoots the hole through the droid, and you just kind of see him through the hole, and it's a really awesome shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, a lot of the shots that they do throughout these seasons or these episodes are just phenomenal. I know I keep pointing them out, but they're actually pretty. They're just
No, man.
always coming up with something new.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that really makes this series stand out is because of just the direction that they go with it.
No, that was great cinematography in it.
But jumping back to the Razor Crest, I actually thought it was pretty funny that they made a reference to Canto Bite. They're like,
Oh
the
yeah.
ship looks like a Canto Bite slot machine.
Yeah, and it's cool that the Razor Crest is kind of like the gray. It's like off the radar type of ship. It's not in the radar of the New Republic or the Empire, and that's another reason they wanted to use the ship, right? Because it's not recognized.
Yeah, exactly, because they'd be able to get through some security breaches without being detected, and so that's where Mando comes in. And I know he was very reluctant to have the Zero fly his ship,
Mm-hmm.
but Zero's like, no,
Yeah.
he's like, I got this. Just go back to the hold
So
with everybody else.
there's a problem with droids at this point, which kind of brings us, kind of builds us up to the story coming up soon here. The IG unit.
Oh yeah, true, very true. Oh man, the next few episodes are gonna be pretty solid.
How did you like? How did you like Quinn or Kin, her brother?
Gwen, I don't know. I thought all the characters were just kind of a little off and overdone, but at the
Mm,
same time, I quite liked the grittiness of the characters as well.
yeah,
Uh, Quinn just seemed a little over the top. To be fair, he was
yeah.
just kind of, I don't know. There's something about the character and just the way that he was portrayed that just bugged me.
I think it was just fun. I enjoyed. I was interested to see his performance because he's playing in the upcoming Lord of the Rings Amazon Prime show.
Oh
Uh,
no way!
yeah, it's his Ishmael Cruz Cordova is his name, and he's going to be playing some unknown character in the series. He's actually one of the main characters. So
Oh,
it was
that's
just,
actually really cool.
yeah, I was just kind of interested to see his performance. So
For any of you guys that are interested in the new series that Amazon's coming up with for Lord of the Rings, we're also kind of Lord of the Rings fans. So
yeah, we don't know any. It's kind of like a more hush hush kind of thing right now. I mean, there's a
just
little
because of the
stuff here and there.
whole, I don't know, little
What?
pandemic that's been happening.
Yeah, no, they're probably about a year. There is actually supposed to come out this year, but they're probably about a year behind. I predict probably Christmas this year or early next year when
Yeah,
they.
because a lot of the stuff is starting to start rolling again. Like I
Yeah,
know Obi-Wan is started filming, Andor has been filming.
has it officially started filming? I knew that the target
Yeah,
month. This is the target month for Obi-Wan, right?
I believe so. I was actually at the breakfast with uh, a guy that I used to do stage management with that I worked for,
Okay.
and we are catching up, and he brought one of his buddies with him, and he went to film school, and he's very involved in a lot of the film industry, and he's a huge Star Wars nut too, and so he was sitting there telling me we were just talking Star Wars all the time, and he was saying that Obi-Wan's already started.
Now that you mention it, somebody that um, Aaron and Shannon know,
Yeah.
my wife Aaron's sister-in-law, somebody they grew up with is actually in the art department for Lucasfilm. Apparently, I just found this out, and he's
Oh, that's
working.
sick.
He's worked on some of the projects already. I don't know how involved he was with Mandalorian, but the reason this is brought up is because the mom was telling Aaron the other day that her son is working on Obi-Wan right now.
Oh, that's actually so
So,
cool.
and I was like, man, I'm jealous.
So maybe we can pull some secret
Yeah, you
uh,
never know. But
info.
I guess he's not allowed to talk about it apparently. So
No, Disney. No, Disney puts a lot of hush on a lot of that stuff. If they find out that you're the one, it's a huge legal issue because they sign a lot of
sure.
disclaimers,
Yeah, no,
disclosures.
Yeah, there's no way that you can. You never know though. See what we can find. But it'd
I
be.
actually find it funny. Like Disney's actually getting a lot better at hiding their film sets,
Oh
despite
yeah.
Andor and what was it London or
Mm,
somewhere in England that they're filming, because there were some set photos released, and a lot of people thought it was Obi-Wan, but I was like, no,
it's actually
because at the
Cassian.
time Cassian was being filmed at that point.
Mm,
But everything else has just pretty much been hush hush. Like they watch the skies for drones and they cover everything up if they can.
sure. They actually have. Don't they actually? I believe they actually have a job for somebody to just look for spies, to just sit there and look for drones or helicopters, or and if it's coming, they have a radio and they can call into the set and say, hey, we got something coming in, whatever. And I'm sure they have police out there
Oh
or
yeah,
some type of security
they just radio Mayfield
detail.
because he's a sharpshooter. He'll just shoot right out of
Yeah,
the sky.
take them out.
All right, Mayfield, this is what you're hired for. Shoot that
Well,
drone out of the sky.
well, I know I've watched them behind the scenes for other movies, and I know that for a fact they have people that just sit out there and wait for. They have their job is to literally listen for helicopters or airplanes, and then they call and say, "Hey, an airplane's coming." They'll send out like miles off from the set. That way they can call in for in case there's some interference coming in. I'm sure those
Sound
people.
and yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
I'm sure they
sense.
have. I'm sure they
Some
have
sets I worked on,
spies
we
for.
did that too.
Well, they probably have spies for spies. People
Yeah,
are out there looking for those spies because they don't want. All you need is one person to freaking blab, and you're gonna get information out there that nobody should know for a year or two.
very true, very true. Uh, yeah, I know. I used to have a buddy at Disneyland when they were building Galaxy's Edge. Uh, he was doing some construction on it and stuff, and so he would snap me some photos for like some exclusive shots.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't as big of a deal as like a movie, but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's still fun. It's always nice to have somebody on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think of that whole like little Mexican standoff that they were doing in that hold with Matt Lanter's character?
Oh, and they're all pointing guns at each other, and no, it was
Yeah,
fun. It was tense because first you see Matt Lanter's character. I think his name was Davern,
Devron,
Dameron,
Davron,
Devron.
Devron. Yeah,
Devron. Okay. He or Davin. I think his name was.
Davin.
Oh, Gavin.
Was it Gavin?
I don't know.
No, it's
Gavin,
Devron. It was Devron.
Davern. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking now I'm thinking of the species Devron. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, it was really cool. It was really tense because first you thought they were gonna kill him. It's like, oh man, this guy's pretty innocent. I mean, he's just staring. He's just driving the freaking ship. And just kind of stuck in a bad place, bad time. And then
Yeah.
Mando starts kind of vouching for him, and then they're like, hey, what are you doing? And then they're kind of talking about it, and then you think they're gonna kind of talk the kid down and drop the weapon and just, hey, we'll just hold him as a prisoner, and then so then they're all kind of like arguing what the heck they're gonna do with him. It was pretty tense. And of course, Shion just throws a knife and kills him. So it's like,
Yeah.
all right,
She's
everybody
like,
just shut up.
seriously, you guys are just a bunch of annoying kids. Now let's
Yeah,
get on with the business.
yeah, exactly. Just
The
waste.
this tracking device. Was it activated before?
Yeah,
No. So we got 20 minutes. You just need 5.
you sort of missed out left that information out of the plan.
I didn't think we'd get that far. Well, here we are.
Here we are.
I think that's actually one thing that I really did like about this episode. A lot of the bantering and the dialogue I thought was
Yeah,
actually pretty on point.
yeah. Like you said,
I was very amused.
I do agree with you that it's probably another one of my lesser favorite episodes of the season. Like I said, I'm looking forward to 7 and 8. The next 2 episodes are probably the better episodes of the season, besides episode 3. I think episode 1, episode 3, and then 7 and 8 are the ones that I really liked.
And
4,
I think
5,
it's
and 6 are kind of, they're
I want
good.
to
They're good, but
I want to say because like you look at this season and it's kind of like building up the story, and then the last 2 episodes kind of really get the story going, and
sure.
then that jumps us into season 2, which keeps that story rolling.
Plus, you
And
get Moff Gideon, man. He's so intriguing. That character is
yeah, I feel like
so
I feel like the story doesn't really start until the next episode.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
everything up until this point was just basically just build up for these final 2 episodes and the rest
yeah.
of the series.
It's pretty linear. up to this point, and then it kind of just grows. It starts layering after this,
Oh
and then you
yeah.
start seeing a bigger picture and more the angle of Gideon, and it's good. And then you get everybody back together, Cara Dune and Grief Karga, and it's fun. It's a fun episode.
Oh,
Especially,
absolutely.
yeah, and of course, don't forget our little Ugnaught friend.
Oh yeah. Aw.
Yeah, I know.
Uh, for everybody that's already watched it, you kind of know what that was about. Um,
I
but
totally thought, yeah, we'll get to that episode and we'll talk about
we'll get up to all
I'm
that.
excited for that one. That one's fun. That one's awesome.
Um, what do you think of Mayfield's little backpack? That little gun
Oh,
just like
the
chilling on
gun?
that little arm. Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Because then he can hide behind a corner and it can kind of go around the corner and shoot his opponent. I think it's pretty clever.
Yeah, I found it intriguing.
I wonder if it has like a remote or something or how it works.
I
You
think it
know?
does have like a remote. I don't think it's like a Doctor Octopus type thing where it just
Yeah.
has a neural implant that just goes with his thought.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah. No, I think it's he's got to have some type of remote or something. But maybe it does attach to his spine somehow or something. But with the ability to detach, and he's able to. So I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if he's able to. That would be really cool if he was able to use it with his mind. He could think about. That would be awesome. I don't know if
yeah,
that works, but I imagine there's some sort of remote.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's remote. I don't think it was attached to him because he doesn't have it at the end of the episode or in season 2.
Sure. I,
So for
it's
something to be like implanted into you, that would be kind of like a big thing to be without.
yeah. How did you like the? I love the last scene when he flies back and he arrives with the Razor Crest on the base. He returns back to Ran, and he delivers Kin to Ran, and Rand's kind of looking up at the ship, and he's got this smirk, and all of a sudden the door opens and it's Mando there with the prisoner. And he's kind of like,
Oh,
okay,
where's everybody?
yeah, he had that look like, where's everybody? But he's trying to act like, yeah, everything's normal. He said no questions asked was part of the deal,
He's
you
like,
know.
yep, you're right.
Yeah. That was really cool. And I love, like you said earlier, I love how again you see Din Djarin's uh, cleverness on. He's totally set him up. He left the tracking beacon with Quinn or Kin.
Yeah, Quinn.
He's like Quinn. He's like, what is it? What is that? And then Ron just freaking
He's like,
runs, ran.
yeah,
I guess
he's like,
ran
crap.
away.
Yeah.
No,
And then
that
he knew
was that
exactly what was
was
going on.
was that. So this is the first time we saw Filoni, Rick Famuyiwa, and then Deborah Chow. They all show up as
Yeah.
X-wing pilots. I love how they're always using these directors as the X-wing pilots.
Yeah, I think that's kind of really cool. It's like not only do they get like the opportunity to direct an episode, but they kind of get to implement themselves as a character in the universe.
Yeah,
And
no, it's
so
fun.
that's a lot of fun. It's actually really cool because then
Yeah,
you're gonna get your own action figures, and because Disney will run with it.
I love when he flies away and Ron acts all well. Din Djarin he gets his money, delivers the asset to Ron. He delivers Kin to Ron, and then he basically gets his money and takes off from the base. And then Ron continues to act cool, and then he's like, "All right, kill him."
Yeah.
The other guy's like, "Ha ha ha!" And then they have that ship kind of come up, and then of course the X-wings show up, and he's like, "Are those
Ah,
X-wings?"
crap! You know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the episode, honestly. That was
Yeah,
really cool.
and it just really shows how smart Mando is because he's like,
Yeah.
okay, so I need the money, but I can't kill this guy, so I've got this thing. I still got time for it before the rebels get here, so let me take it and have them follow it here.
Yeah.
I'll get my money, book it out of there, jump to hyperspace, and then everything's solid after that.
And then they of course have the ship that's about to shoot him down, and then the X-wing show up. Hey, they're targeting at us. Let's shoot them.
Yeah,
So I love how Mando flipped the whole scene, and then made it look like they're trying to attack the X-wings because the X-wings are tracked over there, and then it was super super clever. That was great.
Oh, absolutely.
So that makes me wonder if Ron is dead. If he actually died right there, I assume he did.
Oh,
But
absolutely. There's no way.
yeah,
He had no time to get out of there. And
yeah,
by the time it was done exploding, you didn't see anything fly away from it. So
that's what he gets
I
for
think it's
messing
safe to
with
say it
Mando,
is dead.
man. What the heck is he thinking messing with Mando, man? What
They
an
get what
idiot.
they deserve.
Yep, exactly. Do you so it's interesting. So of all those of everybody in the group, the only one that actually died was Zero, the droid,
And then
and it's
Quinn and Ren.
Quinn. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
And
right.
all the
Quinn and
other
Ren.
innocent smugglers and
Yeah,
low lifes on his
they're all stuck on the prison ship.
his base. Yeah.
So it's funny we see it, and then of course we see it episode 2, or actually it'd be chapter 10, when they go to Maldo Creek. They're stranded on Maldo Crease.
Oh, that's right, because Filoni's character shows up again.
Yep, exactly. So Filoni's character shows up again, and then we get to see Zero used through the Frog Lady communicates with Mando through Q90 or Zero, aka
Yeah.
Zero. So
Yeah.
we get another appearance of him, and I don't know that I feel like Ken or Shion might make an appearance in possibly season 3 or 4. I mean, they're out there, so it's
Yeah,
possible.
I was wondering, but at the same time, you got to remember, they had to release Mayfield from the prison, so I think they're still in the prison,
Sure,
unless they
need them for
somehow escape.
something.
Yeah, or they need
Yeah,
them for something.
maybe when they retake Mandalore, they find through Mayfield that there's some sort of information or skill that they have that we don't know about that they need. Who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah, because Mayfield was only useful because of his Imperial background.
That's right.
That's the only reason why they went
Yeah,
back for him.
he had the codes and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But it'd be
that's
really cool to kind of see what they do with it. Did you also find it funny? It's like when they made Mando's armor, and they made like the little whistling birds, like, oh, use these sparingly. And
yeah,
so he sits there and tries to use it against the Devranian,
yeah,
and
against
they
Berg.
just fly against Berg. And I was like, well, that was a waste.
Well, I've read to mention. Yeah, I know that I'm telling that guy's like indestructible, man. He's
Oh yeah, like
he
Mando
kind of reminds
even
me of
like sits there and tries to choke
Wrecker.
him from above.
He reminds me a little bit of Wrecker from the Bad Batch.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Some
Wrecker.
kind of crazy personality. Hard to, super strength. Hard to.
I really hope that they do Wrecker's character a little bit better. He annoyed me in that little arc. Sorry for anybody that enjoyed his character, but I couldn't
Oh,
stand him.
this is the happiest day of my life. He blows up. I thought it was funny, but we'll get to that when we get to the Bad Batch.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
yeah, and I forgot to mention Berg was played by Clancy Brown. He's in a lot of stuff, notably Shawshank Redemption and some other
Oh,
classics.
okay.
Good actor, yeah. Plays one of the cops, so prison
Yeah,
guards.
yeah, they really go and try and pull like some cool names, like even Bill Burr playing Mayfield. Bill Burr
Sure.
being a famous comedian.
Yeah, no, he was great, man. So,
And
at, go ahead. Sorry,
oh no, no, go for it.
I was gonna say. So now with the 6 episodes so far, how do you rank the episodes?
Ah, man, that's a tough one. Uh, I want to say first episode. Now that I'm thinking back on it, I think my order might be different from the last time, but first episode, just because it was such a really good intro to the whole series. Then episode 3, and then the last 4 episodes, mix or match. I don't really have a rank for the rest of them.
Right now I'd probably say episode 3 is my favorite so far. Then episode 1, and then I would say episode 6, or no, probably episode 5. I actually like the last episode a little bit more than this one. So episode 5, 6, then 4 is my least favorite so far. But we'll see what happens with the other ones. I think at the end we should do a ranking because there's technically 16 chapters. I think we should do a ranking
Oh,
uh,
absolutely. I think that'd be
of
fun.
all 16. Of all 16, we'll mix and match them on the last episode, from our favorite to our least favorite. I think that'd be fun to do.
I think that would be a lot of fun, actually.
So, all right, man. Well,
That wraps it up for episode 6. So
the
say again. Sorry.
no, you're good. Episode
Okay.
6, the prisoner.
Oh yeah, the prisoner.
Just
All
saying
right.
the title.
So All right. So, like always, guys, be sure to check the links down below in the description. We've got our our merch site, which we got some pretty cool T-shirts. We're working on some new designs that should be launching within the next month. Be sure to jump in and join our Discord. We always have tons of fun discussions over there. We do trivia, we do giveaways, we do tons of stuff. So be sure to join and introduce yourself and interact with all the other fans. They love talking. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram if you don't already. It's down below. It's called the Hotspot, just like our podcast. So
Yep.
be sure to comment there. We're gonna have tons of cool posts and memes and anything pretty much to keep you guys entertained. We love interacting with you guys, so be sure to join us on all the discussions.
And of course, if any, I was gonna say, if any of you ever have questions too that we can answer on the podcast, feel free to ask the question because we love to answer them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Message us on the Instagram or jump on the Discord and ask any of our moderators. They'll shoot their questions over to us. So, all right, we'll catch you guys in 2 weeks for the next episode. Echo 2 out.
Echo 5 out.
May the force be with you.
Always.